And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome here to race number 16 of Season 7 of the NNSCRA Oreo Truck Series. Today we are here at yet another track making its debut into the NNSCRA schedule as we have not yet left Europe. We are here now in the UK for the race at Rockingham, UK. Yes, indeed. This has been a track that was suggested to me, and testing was run here, and these drivers love this racetrack, and so we have put it onto the NNSCRA schedule, and we'll see how much of an impact it's going to play into the chase for the chase. 34 laps of racing ready to be run here with William Duncan on the pole position. Duncan 37th in points. We've documented his struggles all season long. He seems to always qualify well, but he just never seems to be able to follow it up with decent enough finishes to move himself up through the standings. Maybe he'll be starting on the pole position and looking to dominate today's race and maybe pick up a victory here and maybe get himself a contention for a wild card spot into the chase, because right now things just don't seem to be going William Duncan's way as far as consistency. Alongside of him is going to be the 23 of Matthew Daly. Now, Matthew actually comes into this race 9th in the rookie points, 8th in the rookie points. My apologies. And he is 17th in overall standings. So Matthew Daly still has a mathematical shot to get himself up inside the top 10 in points, and he's got himself a good qualifying spot for today's event. In row 2 is going to be Cody Lamas. Lamas comes into this race 25th in the points. Cody hasn't been to victory lane since Texas of last year. He'd love to be able to go to victory lane here, and alongside of him, Tanner Sullivan. Former winner this season, won back at Daytona, the season opener. He's 5th in the points, 2nd in rookie points, and he comes into this race only 24 points out of the top position in the standings, as he'll look and try and continue on what's been a pretty successful weekend and a pretty successful 2 weeks, I should say, for the Joe Gibbs Racing Team. It's been actually a really good season for the Joe Gibbs Racing Team. And Trent Dunham is going to line up in the 5th position to complete the top 5. Trent's a former winner this season, won back at Spartan, and he is 35th in the point standings. As a matter of fact, he is the lowest running driver to have a win this season in the current overall points. As we're going to get ready to get these drivers rolling off, and they're going to complete a pace lap. While they do the pace lap, we will show you your starting lineup for today's event. Talk about some of the drivers to watch here today. And one driver I think that we need to watch is a guy who won last week, Bob Jones, because not only did Bob Jones pick up the victory last week at Champs-Élysées, but also he moved himself up to 8th in the point standing. So he is now up there in the contention of maybe making the chase, as they seem to be kind of bunching up back here. Hopefully they'll be able to settle it out, but keep your eyes on that number 11 car. He is starting way at the back, and boy, what are they doing there? Poteet, Tashimi, Little John, Leia Walker. They're actually 4 wide coming off pit road. Come on, guys, settle that out, please. Looks like they finally do. But Bob Jones, keep your eyes on him. I mean, Bob Jones, he is a driver that has been really consistent. Someone's blowing up. Oh my goodness, James Silverfox blows up before the start of this race even happens. What a shame. Man, that guy just does not seem to be able to catch a break here in this series. The engine has exploded. I think he was going to start off from the 10th position according to where the gap is there in the field. And James Silverfox, that is such a tough break, man. He's doing decent over in Mobile and Snickers, but he always seems to have an Achilles heel here in Truck Series. I don't understand it. And it looks like he may not come and take the green flag as we're ready to go racing. Green flag is out. 34 laps of racing. The Union Jack 250 is underway here at Rockingham, UK. And William Duncan immediately takes the lead. Cody Lamas moves into 2nd. Preferred line, as expected, is going to be the low line here today. And you're going to see these drivers reach pretty high speeds here all weekend. As Cody and Trent, those two working together there, they're going to catch up to the back bumper of the William Duncan machine. But again, tough break there for James Silverfox. This, I believe, is his 2nd year with Turner Scott Motorsports. They're 3 wide for the lead. And Silverfox has not had a decent season since he's joined that 4 team. As Cody Lamas is going to go by William Duncan now. Move him to the lead. Trent Dunham right behind him. Here comes Andreas Allen underneath of Charles Jackson. That is for the 4th position. Charles has fallen to 39th in points after he was en route to what could have been a good finish last week at Champs-Élysées, but got taken out with a few laps to go. Here comes Trent Dunham down to the bottom on Cody Lamas. As I said, Cody has not been to victory lane at Truck Series event since Texas of last year. Trent Dunham hasn't been to victory lane since the final race of the first half of this regular season at Spartan. Okay, so he'll the inside, maybe. He's peeking, but Cody seems to be trying to throw blocks on him. Now I think maybe Trent's forced his way to the inside. Here he comes. And William Duncan going to get a run there. Tried to make it 3 wide, but had to back out before he could do anything. He'll move by Cody for second, though. Here comes rookie Andreas Allen up there. Highest running rookie at the current moment. Battling for the 3rd position and maybe looking for second underneath the William Duncan. I think Andreas may have gotten to the inside just barely. Well, not quite. But may be able to dive bomb the 21 here into the first corner. Nope, doesn't look like it. William Duncan instead going to try a crossover move, and he'll go to the inside of Trent Dunham. There's Levi McIntyre back there. Levi had a very difficult weekend last week at Champs-Élysées. It lost him several spots in the points. He fell to 12th. He's outside the top 10 now. Our winner from Thornton would love to be able to get back up in the hunt here. Running well inside the top 10 right now in the 6th position, and there's Jamie DeFelu right behind him. DeFelu, a former winner this season, won back, I believe it was at Darlington, and he is 7th in the point standings, so having a good run right there. Actually got a couple of rookies, 3 rookies up here that are having pretty decent seasons. Sullivan up ahead as well in the 18. We didn't talk about the point situation coming into this race. Jean Sanford is still the points leader. She's 23rd right now on the track. And Kyle Corbett, the driver trying to run her down, is right there in the 17, about 3-4 cars behind. She enjoys a 13-point advantage over Corbett. Jacob Lawler is currently 21 points back, 3rd in points. Kyle Thomas, 4th in points, 22 points back. And Tanner Sullivan is 24 points back in the 5th position in points. The rest of the top 10 in points coming into this race were Deanna Shelton, Jamie DeFelu, Bob Jones, Zach Campbell, and Dillon Poteet. So right now, the 27 seems pretty content to be running where she is at the current moment. We saw that Corbett is coming to the inside. I think I see the 09 of Lawler back there, so he hasn't been able to come up and pass the 27. Right now, here's the battle for the 2 drivers, 1-2 in the points, Corbett and Sanford. Jean Sanford not really forcing the issue, and that's not exactly a bad idea, especially here at a track that these drivers have only had a few testing sessions and a practice session, as well as a qualifying session. They haven't been out there racing with each other like this in a big pack of cars. So I guess caution is a virtue if you're the points leader, Jean Sanford. Luis Hernandez gets caught on the high side there. He'll lose a couple of spots now. I believe that Kyle Thomas is running better, though, than Jean Sanford. There he is. He's in a bit of a mess here with Chris Dollerton there. Kyle Matthews, our winner from Talladega. Chris Washer's up here right behind Kyle Thomas. Whoa, right there, Alex DeMarco nearly getting into the 33. As up ahead, let's see if anything's happened as far as a battle for the lead. And it looks like it has. Yes, we got 2 rookies battling for the lead now. Jamie DeFelu and Andreas Allen, 2 former winners this season. DeFelu winning at Darlington, Andreas Allen winning at Infineon. Trent Dunham back there in 3rd, 4th place Tanner Sullivan, and William Duncan in 5th. As this battle for the lead rages on, a couple of drivers we should look at back here that I just noticed actually are having decent runs. One of them's right there, Zach Campbell. As I said, he's 9th in the points, he's 9th on the track right now, and not too far behind him, there she is, Deanna Shelton, up there in the 6th position in points, and right now trying to break inside the top 10. She's currently in the 12th position, and there's Austin LaPlante there. Now LaPlante comes into this race 11th in the point standings. He's trying to break inside the top 10, almost did it last week, and right now, running the 13th position, he could be poising himself for a spot inside the top 10 in the standings. He made the chase last year when he drove the number 6 machine, and this year, driving the 48, and he's been on quite a roll of consistent finishes as of late, and it's been able to get him up there in the hunt for a possible chase spot. As DeFelu apparently lost a lot of ground, he slipped all the way back to about the 6th, 7th position, and Andreas Allen, enjoying the view right now, has about a 4, 5, maybe even 6 car length advantage between himself and William Duncan. Best battle on track, I think it's right here for the 3rd position, Tanner Sullivan. I don't think he's falling outside the top 10 all day long. He's going to the inside of Trent Dunham now. Tanner trying to pick up his 2nd win of the season. Same for Trent, same for DeFelu right behind them. And whoa, DeFelu just really overdrove that corner, gets into Trent Dunham. How did they save that? Man, Trent Dunham's heart's got to be pounding right now, and whoa, DeFelu, what is he doing? He's getting a little aggressive, I would think, here. He nearly wrecked Trent Dunham, and now he's thinking about going 3 wide underneath Tanner Sullivan, and Trent coming out of the turn 4 area. Now here they go into turn 1. Look at the room that Trent Dunham gave Jamie DeFaley. He's like, okay, you want that spot so bad? Take it. How about Dillon Young for Young Dollarton Motorsports, or Dollarton Young Motorsports? I don't know how you say it. I don't think it really matters. But he and Chris Dollarton forming the alliance this season, in the second half of the season, and I think they're planning on doing that over in Season 8 as well. But Dillon Young having a good run right now. Dillon's been actually having a very struggling season. This, I think, has been the first season he's really struggled in the Truck Series. Ever since I can remember, he was really a big factor as far as the Truck Series was concerned. Made the chase, I think, 2 seasons in a row. And right now, Dillon Young finds himself all the way down in 34th in the point stands. But keep in mind, Trent Dunham, the former Truck Series champ, the defending Truck Series champ, right behind him there, he is 35th in the point standings. So there's still an opportunity for some of these drivers to be able to do something. And we didn't see it at Darlington, we didn't see it at Champs-Élysées, but there's Jimmy Bly. Worked his way up now to the 9th position. I think he just took 8th place away from Trent Dunham. Waiting for the scoring monitor to update, but oh, he's up to 7th now, they're saying. But just up ahead is the 78 of Jamie DeFaley. Remember that DeFaley and Jimmy Bly, they got into it, they and their crews, back during the Oreo Open at M&M Super Speedway. And I don't think either one of them have really forgotten that. We thought we'd see the sparks fly at Darlington as Charles Jackson nearly turned Zach Campbell back there. Somehow they kept that together. Yikes! But we may end up seeing Jimmy Bly and Jamie DeFaley mix it up here at Rockingham, UK before you know it. Because Jimmy Bly right now is in the 6th position. And there's the 78 right now taking the lead from William Duncan. So those two are within the same proximity of each other, and I don't know if this is going to end up leading up to something if the 78 and the 3 get close to each other. What a save back there by Zach Campbell in the 24. He nearly got taken out by Charles Jackson there. We've seen a few near misses here. We have gone clean and green since the drop of the green flag. A couple times we thought we were going to have something happen, but they've been able to keep it together. I believe right now we only have one driver out of the race, and that is James Silverfox. He did not even get to come to take the green flag. He is listed right now as 14 laps down. He has retired from the race, his engine expiring before the green even waved. That's a tough break there for Silverfox. The battle for the lead here again between rookies. Tanner Sullivan now to the inside of Jamie DeFaley. First time we've seen Tanner Sullivan try and go for the lead all day. He's been running from anywhere from 4th to 8th place for a majority of this race, and now he finally feels it's time. Up to the front he goes. As a matter of fact, rookies have 4 of the top 5 spots at the current moment. The only veteran in the top 5 is William Duncan in the 4th position. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a doggone minute. 3 car comes into view on the 78, and here we go. Is something going to happen? Looks like the two of them actually racing each other clean for the moment here. This is 3rd, 4th, and 5th we're looking at. So if those two get into it, it'd be an incident right up at the front of the field. As Andreas Allen goes now by Tanner Sullivan for the lead again. But this could get interesting. Whoa, little contact there between Jimmy Bly and Tanner Sullivan. Forced the 18 up the track. When we started this race, Gene Sanford was back in the 23rd position. Let's see if the points lead has been able to make up any ground yet. Doesn't look like she's actually lost some spots. She's now back in the 27th position at the current moment. I don't know where Kyle Corbett is. Let's see if he's made up any ground. Oh, he's all the way back in 32nd. What about Jacob Lawler? Lawler's back in 36th, back here with Bob Jones, last week's winner, Sean Galligan. A couple other drivers way, way back here. Joshua Michaels, Leah Walker, and Haruhi Tashimi. And where is Kyle Thomas running? He's in the 20th position right now. Kind of in a sandwich between two Turner Scott teammates, Dillon Poteet and Jason McCloud. He nearly ended up getting into Chris Dalton there. I think they may have made a little bit of contact. Boy, we have been so close to having a caution flag come out, and it just hasn't happened yet. They've done a great job of keeping it together. And do my eyes deceive me, or is that Jake Cole all of a sudden up there trying to get inside the top 10? It is. Right now behind the Trent Dunham machine, who is currently running in 12th. Jake Cole is in 13th. There's Deanna Shelton. Don't count her out. She's up here still. And there's Alex DeMarco in the 13 truck. DeMarco, I think, came away with a pretty decent finish last week at Champs-Élysées. Austin LaPlante going underneath of Levi McIntyre. That's for a spot inside the top 10. And Kyle Matthews has now cracked the top 10 as well. There he is, looking to go underneath of Zach Campbell. That would be for the 8th position. As they continue to battle up here at the front, Jimmy Bly now going to go for the lead. First time today, the 3 car is going to try and go for the top position. And I believe he will clear Andreas Allen coming out of turn number 4 here. So far, we have been clean and green. Lap 22 put on the board. We got a total of 13 to go here today. These drivers haven't had to make pit stops either. Whoa! Right there, almost some contact between the 00 and the 78. It's amazing how these drivers have been able to keep it clean and green for this amount of time at a track that we've never raced at before. But it's brought about some really good racing. Nobody seems to be able to hold the lead. There's a lot of passing for position going on. This has actually been a really, really good race. Right now, if I'm William Duncan, I would not like the situation I'm in, because I'm in front of the 78, I'm behind the 3, and we know those two don't have each other on the Christmas card list this year. And now Dillon Young, how about the emergence of the 84 as I just clicked off my screen? I apologize. But how about this guy? Dillon Young all of a sudden making his presence felt. I told you guys that it's not too late for these drivers way down in the standings to still make moves and get themselves mathematically up in contention for a spot in the chase for the championship. And Dillon Young knows that better than anybody. Right now in the 3rd position, and he's got himself one strong truck underneath him. As here comes William Duncan trying to get a run there out of the turn 1 area and into turn 2. He will get to the inside. Here comes Duncan. Whoa! Rubbing doors much? Yikes. 21 just door slammed the 3. I think he overdrove that corner or something, but somehow they keep it together again. Jimmy Bly, I don't think he let out of the throttle at all. Duncan was the one that did the letting out of the throttle that time, and Jimmy Bly will still keep the lead position. 10 laps to go here at Rockingham, UK. Green flag racing ever since the drop of the green flag to put this race underway, and they're going to go 3 wide back here for the 3rd position almost. DeFelu thought about it. Now Tanner Sullivan will take 3rd from Dillon Young. Here comes DeFelu for 4th. There's Zach Campbell, Jake Cole. Actually, I believe I put the blame on Charles Jackson for almost turning the Zach Campbell machine. I think, though, it might have actually been Jake Cole who almost turned him back that one time, because they both are running the target scheme, and Charles Jackson I don't think has made it up inside the top 15 yet. 3 wide here for a spot inside the top 10. I think this may be for the 8th position, actually. Whoa, careful! Whoa, 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 whoa! Man, all 3 of those cars got squirrely loose. Cody Lama's going to be the big loser on that, as he's dropped back about 4 or 5 spots already, but good heavens. That nearly was a wreck. That pretty much should have been a wreck. I don't know how those guys held on to that one. All 3 of those cars were wicked loose through that corner. As William Duncan goes to the point, Jamie DeFelu is in 2nd, but look who's looming large in his mirror. That's the 3 Bass Pro Shop Chevy of Jimmy Bly, and whoa, DeFelu backed out of the throttle there. Is something wrong with the 78? Oh, nope, they're coming to pit road. That's what's going on. DeFelu apparently deciding to stay out, but William Duncan is bringing a number of drivers down pit road here. Jimmy Bly is coming, so too is Andreas Allen. Is it just these 3? We got 8 laps to go, and pit stops are having to be made here. I didn't know if pit stops are going to come into play or not. I didn't know what the fuel window was here, but we apparently know now it's going to be somewhere between 28 to 30 laps. Matthew Daly, he also has come in. Zach Rogers on pit road, and now we're looking at the current leader, Jamie DeFelu, and he's going to come to pit road now. Trent Dunham indicating he's coming. Here comes Zach Campbell. It's like Kyle Matthews and Tanner Sullivan. They're going to stay out here this lap. Cody Lamas is coming. There's Austin LaPlante, Dollarton, DeMarco, Charles Jackson, points leader Gene Sanford, Zachary Robinson, Lawler, Jackie Tang, Brad Smith, Sean Galligan, Rogers, Jones, Tashimi, Walker, Langford, Danny Wells. They are coming to pit road. There's Jimmy Bly, there's William Duncan, there's Andreas Allen. And there's our current leader there, Kyle Matthews, who's now coming to pit road along with Tanner Sullivan. Jake Cole's coming to pit road. Eric Burton, Dillon Young. Wow, Burton's cracked the top 10 now. Where did he come from? Levi McIntyre's coming. Kyle Thomas. Dillon Poteet, Chris Washer, Luis Hernandez, James McCloud, Prudence Littlejohn, I believe, is coming, along with Joshua Michaels and Kyle Corbett. Question is, though, who's the lead going to cycle over to? We know that Jimmy Bly was up there battling at the front. Let's take a look. Maybe we should watch the 78 of DeFelu. There's DeFelu. Where's he going to come out in relation to all these other drivers? I think Kyle Matthews came out ahead of him. He did. And I think Kyle Matthews was up there at the front. Is anybody ahead of him, though? There's Bob Jones. Isaac Canepa now on pit road. I think Canepa actually may have stayed out that last lap. He did. So Canepa apparently led a lap. I think this may be the driver that may cycle around as the leader, provided they're not able to catch Isaac Canepa coming off pit road. As there are 4 laps to go here at Rockingham, UK, we're waiting for the scoring monitor to update itself. They're still saying somebody else is the leader. Who is it? Oh, wait a minute. Someone just came to pit road. Oh, Deanna Shelton stayed out quite a few more laps than everybody else. She was the leader, actually. And now she's got to come down and make a pit stop. And I believe this is a battle for the second position now between Jamie DeFelu and Kyle Matthews. I believe second place at the time was Isaac Canepa, but I think he's just been bypassed for that position. Let's see where they scored Jamie DeFelu now. He is in second place. Now where's the 94? Did Shelton get out ahead of these guys? There's the 94 just completing their pit stop. I think they bypassed her for the lead. The leader of this race, I believe, when we hit the stripe with 2 to go, is Jamie DeFelu. Kyle Matthews right now in second. Jake Rogers is ahead of these guys. He's, I believe, the last driver on the tail end of the lead lap. So here we go, 2 to go here at Rockingham, UK. 2 rookies, 2 former winners this season. DeFelu at Darlington, Matthews at Talladega, trying to battle it out here for their second win of the season. Tanner Sullivan, Trent Dunham battling for third back there. I don't know if they've got enough time to catch up and make it a 3, 4, 5-man fight for the win. And Jake Rogers apparently does not seem to be playing much of a factor into this because he is up to speed. Here comes Matthews, getting a run to the inside of the 78 because the 78 throw the block in this corner. Looks like he's going to be able to. Kyle Matthews not able to make the move yet. Here he comes trying to get a big run out of 4. White flag in the air. 1 to go. Will it be DeFelu? Will it be Matthews? One of these two is going to pick up their second win of their career here in the Truck Series. It's Matthews on the inside. DeFelu on the outside. Rogers up ahead, not playing a factor. Oh, look out, getting sliding off that corner. Matthews going to clear him. Can DeFelu play a crossover move here in the third corner? This is the last opportunity for Jamie DeFelu to do anything. Can Kyle Matthews hold him off? Here comes DeFelu, trying to get the run to the inside. He's coming. He's trying to get it. He's to the inside. Drag race to the line. Matthews on the high side just barely hangs on. Kyle Matthews picks up his second win of his career here in the Truck Series. Kyle Matthews came into this race 16th in the point standings. He picks up his second win of the season. And he may have just locked himself up a wild card spot. Too early to say. He could end up making the top 10 in points and then the wild card position wouldn't come into play, but Kyle Matthews with a last lap pass, I think we could say, because it was coming down to the white flag on Jamie DeFelu. Kyle Matthews wins here today at Rockingham, UK. And amazingly enough, we went clean and green that entire event. Green flag pit stops with pretty much about 10 laps to go. Actually, less than 10 to go. It was about 6 laps to go. And Kyle Matthews comes out on top. What a victory. It's like Haruhi Toshimi actually finished a lap down here. The only car to finish a lap down besides James Silverfox, who retired from the race. Take a look at our official top 10. Matthews with the win. DeFelu will stay inside the top 10 in points with a runner-up spot, but you can bet he definitely wanted that win. Trent Dunham's going to come away with a third-place finish. Great run for the defending champ, Eric Burton. I was so shocked when I saw him up there in the top 10. We never talked about the 54 today. Great run for him in the 4th position. I'm getting shades of last season. Eric Burton all of a sudden seemed to come to life in the second half of the regular season. That's how he ended up making the chase. He was a 3-time winner last season, and he's now a top 5 finisher here in this event. I would say watch out for that 54 in the next few weeks. Tanner Sullivan, 5th in points, comes away with a top 5 today. Zach Campbell, great run for him. He had to hang on to that thing quite a few times. He comes away still with a 6th place finish. He'll stay inside the top 10 in points, and he may be joined by his Hendrick Motorsports teammate, Austin LaPlante. Great run in 7th, came in 11th in the point standings. I think he may be inside the top 10 in points leaving today's event. Deanna Shelton tried to use pit strategy to win this race. Wasn't quite able to do it, but a solid run of 8th place for her today. And then how about the Dollarton Young Motorsports teammates? Dylan Young, Chris Dollarton in 9th and 10th today. Solid outing for both of those Toyota Tundras as they come away with decent finishes, and this could help them in the point standings as they try and work their way up towards the top 10 in the standings. Let's find out officially where Jean Sanford finished today's race. She finishes in the 26th position. Kyle Corbett finished in 38th. That was a poor run for him. Jacob Lawler finished in 28th position. And Kyle Thomas finished in 18th. So according to the way that the points look, Jean Sanford, even though she finishes 26th today, she will still keep the points lead heading into next week's event, which, by the way, is going to be Daytona, our second visitation to the restrictor plate track of Daytona International Speedway since the beginning of the season. But we still have an exciting weekend to finish off here at Rockingham, UK. Hope you guys enjoyed this race. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the crew today. Here comes your official results. Overall points, standings, and rookie points heading into next week's race at Daytona. As you've been watching a production of the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best.